There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the BYU Cougars and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Bruins kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one, make that first impression. Second is short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Wants to return it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. He now has 56 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season.
This offensive line takes a lot of pride. They're very good at communicating, and they love pushing fronts around. You're seeing it on that last play. Breaking off a long run, doing it early in the season in the opening game. That sets the tone for this offense.
The Bruins just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
Quarterback may change this route. Running inside. It's Knight. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Oh, they're after him. Chucked it away just as he was hit. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Cougars with the 1st and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The run inside. It's Martin. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. Touchdown, Cougars. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Throw throwing. Imaliava hauls it in. Makes a grab and room to run. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. He's now up to 75 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Spotmeyer. Got his man down the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, we saw them have to punt on the last drive. That's not the case so far this time. Much better job executing there on 3rd down. I know it's early. 3rd play of this drive, but picking that up, that should give this offense tons of confidence and a little bit of juju here moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. He's looking to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him. And you just get it to him, and he does the rest. And that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
That's caught. It's Lions.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. On the option. Now the pitch. Here's a little room there. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure on this defense. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Running inside. It's Martin. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. He's up to 94 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. UCLA will go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The errant 48-yard field goal attempt forces them to turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to run it to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the Iamaleava to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd 3rd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And I actually thought the defense had the right coverage there. That's just really good offense, like really good timing between QB and tight end. You got a middle of the field safety. You got those guys underneath. The defense has to see the ball, break on it, but sometimes they're just too good of a duo.
The run inside. It's Knight. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And they sniffed that draw out. When a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
And the 2nd down completion was anything but productive. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's just a bad job by the offense, picking up the blitz on 3rd down. You should be expecting that. And running backs and tight ends and linemen got to know, we've got to give our quarterback an opportunity to make this throw. They couldn't get it done, and now they're facing 4th down.
And it's no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Finding some room. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. The play action fake. Rushes on him. It's complete to the left. Runs through the tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch it, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The option look. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. Has it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Iamaleava. Got it behind the line. It's Knight. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got a little grass. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Imaliava. Pressure coming. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. BYU lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Imaliava to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Shoots it to the left. Got a man, it's Knight. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Stanford taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Cardinal able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Iamaleava gets it to him on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. It's a running room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They feed him again. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Play fake. Nico Iamaleava. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Knight. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And the Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. Throwing, Iamaleava. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Running inside, it's Martin. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too.
Wide open spaces. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bruins. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the point after is good. Just one of those mistakes that can happen. It's a kickoff. Out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Finds his man, it's Phillips. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Unleashes it. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Got his man all by himself. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Cougars are in the hurry-up.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to...
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, BYU.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
On to attempt the try. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good.
Number 89, set to kick this one.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense.
Great, let's go.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wide receiver going in motion. 3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Bruins send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time. There he goes. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. so frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Martin. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Iamaleava makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the back. Throwing, Iamaleava. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. He lets it fly. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. Play action, Iamaleava. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got his man on the right. Knocked down for the tackle.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to change this route. Looking for space. It's Knight. Could be an alley. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UCLA. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And he makes the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the breaks into the open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Complete. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He's got an open man. Turns it on down the left side. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bruins.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Makes the grab. It's Knight. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Here's the Iamaleava to throw. Working that left side now. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the try is no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his 2nd missed field goal of the day. And, guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Here's a heat. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Check.
Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Leaping grab for a big gain. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. They'll run the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Looking for the score. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
They decided to go for it on 4th down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on 4th down, it's a touchdown.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. So the extra point is good, but it is of little consequence as this game is over. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.